Good morning, my loves. My cats are being a grand distraction this morning. I've tried to do this video several times now, and they keep walking in front of the camera, so we might have some cat butt sightings on this video, so I apologize in advance for any of that may occur, but I wanted to visit with you all this morning. It's Christmas Eve, and I suspect, so far as I've seen on Facebook, there are a lot of us out doing last-minute shopping, last-minute Christmas shopping, and sometimes that can be a really fun adventure, and sometimes it can make us absolutely crazy. And so there's something I wanted to visit with you about. I want us to be ready. We are all about to get together if we are not already getting together. And in some cases, that's a tremendous blessing, and in some cases, it can be kind of a crazy curse. What makes it a curse is that the deceiver knows what our hot buttons are. And if you're out rushed, frazzled, financially strapped, exhausted, he's going to use it. He's going to use it. We have to be ready for him. We have to be ready for what he's going to surely throw at us this Christmas, because I feel like times like this, when there's so much expectation, my husband says I have a knack for trying to create the perfect expression of the perfect event, holiday, meal, birthday, whatever the case may be. I have this image in my mind of the way that I want it to go, and when it doesn't go that way, I get really frustrated, and when I act like that, I end up ruining it for everybody else. Now, I've gotten much better about that, thankfully, but in the beginning, that is the way that I was. And if I planned an activity for me and the kids, and they're in their 5-second attention span, which is perfectly normal for kids, if they didn't sit down and do the activity with me, I ended up sitting there by myself, I'd get so frustrated, because I'd think, why aren't you interested in this activity I've planned? I bought all the supplies, and a lot of us are doing that this holiday. We have all these plans. We want to get the hot chocolate and go look at Christmas lights tonight, and you may end up with a flat tire, or you may not be able to fit everybody in the car, or somebody might get sick, or, who knows? The devil's ready to throw all kinds of stuff in our path. Crazy people, crazy relatives, crazy in general, crazy traffic, crazy prices. There's all kinds of things that he's prepared to throw in our path. But we have to remember that we have the grand backup, and that is Jesus. And we get all caught up in all these other things at this holiday season. And we have got to remember a couple of gifts that God gave us. What he gave us is one and only Son, who died on the cross for our sins, and he is the reason for the season. But it's more than just the life and death of Christ. It is the fact that he gave us each other. And he didn't just give us the easygoing ones that make our heart take flight, the people that are easy to love. He gave us the other ones too. And he gave them to us for a reason. And we have to keep that in mind this season. That those people that are challenging, those people that are hard to please, those people that are negative, those people that are going to come into our homes with all their negativity and their downtrodden year and all their frustrations and their ailments, they're here for us. They're here to grow us. They're here to challenge us. They are actually very, very special blessings. Because if everything's always easy going and happy, we're happy, but we're not really growing. It's in those challenging moments when we really grow. So I want you to keep it loose this holiday. I want you to be ready. I want you to stand firm and be ready for the devil to hit you, because he's going to find that, boy, if this season does not give him incredible opportunity to knock us off of our throne, so to speak, to, make that dish turn out wrong, to the electricity goes out, the car gets a flat tire, somebody needs to be picked up from the airport, somebody's flight's late. He's already. Just look at what's going on at the airports. Look at what's going on in traffic. Look at what's going on with the weather. Look at what's going on with natural disasters. There are a lot of people celebrating Christmas this season in a tent that have no home, that are still suffering from all the things that are going on. Look at the fires in California. Are you kidding me? This is not a happy season for everybody. But for those of us that are doing the best we can to create happiness in our homes for the holidays, please keep in mind that the grand deceiver is going to do everything he can to muck that up for you. And we have to be ready, and we have to stand firm, and we have to lean back on our great backup, the grand backup, and that is Jesus. Let's keep our peace. Let's be ready when things go wrong. I was saying in an earlier video, I don't remember if I mentioned it here, but one thing I've got in my pantry in case something goes wrong, I've got the fixins for queso. And if everything fails, if all else fails, I'm going to make a big pot of queso. In fact, I'm going to make queso anyway, but you know, have a backup. Have a backup, because you just never know. And when you need that backup, go into the bathroom, shut the door, and have a moment with Jesus. Don't forget how important it is to pray through this holiday season, because sometimes it's going to be wonderful and things are going to go right, and sometimes things are going to go wrong, and we have to be ready for that. We can be ready for that. Instead of just walking blindly into it with this high expectation of everything going perfect, be prepared for things to go wrong. Be prepared for the crazy, like your cat walking their butt in front of the screen 500 times before you've even been able to pump out your video for the morning. So, in our striving for the perfect holiday, let's be prepared for things to go wrong. And when those things go wrong, let's celebrate them, because those are tests. Those are opportunities for us to make beauty from ashes. So this holiday season, I want you to remember to be beauty for ashes. Not just for the people that you might be inviting into your home, for the people whose home you might be going to visit, but find a way to be beauty for ashes when things don't go according to plan. Be that light in someone's life. Show others how to respond to those kinds of situations. All right, my loves? Let's walk into and out of this holiday season with a peace that surpasses all understanding. That crazy, crazy peace that don't make no sense. Because that's what being a Christian, that's what being a follower of Christ, that's what being a lover of Christ is all about. We want to be like him. We want to have that uncanny peace that does not make a bit of sense in this crazy, crazy world. So when you're out doing your last minute shopping, when you're out in traffic, when you're in the grocery stores bumping carts with somebody, when you're in a line 1,000 miles long, which was the case this morning when I went to HEB, just be ready. Put on your Christmas music on your cell phone and brighten up somebody's day. Let's do this season right and well. Okay? And let's walk into 2018. 2017 was a booger. 2016 was a booger. 2015 was a booger. I think there's a pattern here. We're going to be dealing with boogers no matter what. It's all about how we perceive it. So we can just sit back and complain and say, boy, this year beat the snot out of me. Or we can say, thanks, year, because you just made a warrior out of me. And I'm ready for the next one. And I am. I'm ready for 2018. I'm ready for whatever it has to throw at me. And I will continue to be a warrior for Christ as I walk into this new year. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, richly blessed holiday season. I love you all.